Insulin resistance, the hidden cause behind stubborn weight loss, can really be affected by dropping levels of estrogen. Insulin drives not just fat storage, but also prevents fat loss. And during menopause, levels of estrogen plummet. And studies have shown a strong connection between the shift in estrogen and insulin regulation and metabolism. But wait a second, there is more. There are toxins in our environment called endocrine disruptors that mimic the actions of estrogen, exacerbating this troubling problem. The bottom line is, even if you have not changed what you're eating or your exercise habits, your body can gain fat, and particularly in the belly. You know, our modern crazy world, the latest numbers are that we have about 100,000 chemicals that have been released into our environment. And many of them are considered these endocrine disruptors because of their actions in the body. And these toxins actually contribute to what is already a problem during menopause, which is estrogen dominance, relative to the fact that also not only does estrogen lower, but progesterone also lowers during menopause even more. So it's really about this ratio, which once again, these toxins only add fuel to the fire. The scary part is that the dose of these estrogen mimickers can be extremely low. These chemicals are actually called OBESOGENS because of their ability to communicate with your cells and direct them to become fat cells. That's right. You're going to the gym, you're eating protein. Too bad, so sad. We're going to turn this into a fat cell. Crazy. Do you know we actually store the toxins in our fat? And your body's way of protecting you is putting these toxins in the fat. So this is why actually when you go to lose weight, another reason that you really want to try to do it slowly so that we can allow our body to process these stored toxins as they get released into our bloodstream. Now, listen, as frustrating as all of this can be for sure, there are natural solutions to this predicament. And in today's video, I am going to provide my top strategies to stop toxins from affecting your goals and taking back control over your body. Well, what should we do first? Number one, stop taking in the toxins. Okay, in all seriousness, this is a lot easier said than done, but I have a few ideas. Number one, really stick with high quality water, like filtered water, as much as you can that you're drinking with, and even consider doing like a reverse osmosis in your house. Because imagine when you're taking a shower or taking a bath, you're actually inhaling the chemicals, or you could be absorbing it through your skin. Number two would definitely be food. And this has become even more difficult, but the more that you can buy things organic or local or a combination of the two, the better off you're going to be. I think it is difficult to do this 100% right now, but the more than you can do it, it does make a difference over the long. It's all about the load of how much you're taking in, okay? And the next thing on the list after food and water and beverages would be what you put on your skin. Your skin is your largest organ. So anything that you put on your skin can be directly absorbed into your bloodstream. And once again, I am not 100%, but I do try to do, some like organic makeup, lotions, deodorant without aluminum. I mean, baby steps, but I would tell you in the environmental working group, there is a really good resource on there that lists the different toxins that are in different products, so that could be helpful. And then after that, I would say looking at your cleaning supplies, because actually this is contributing to even more chemicals in our air in our homes. But the good news is by switching to natural and organic, and there's a lot of stuff you can actually make fairly inexpensively on your own, that it can decrease those circulating toxins in your home by like 80%. So this is just, basically the tip of the iceberg is what I'm going to tell you, because there is much more that you can go to eliminate, but these would be the basics is what I'm going to say. Now, the next part is that you want to pack your body with all of the nutrients necessary for the different phases of detoxification. Because if you've ever had a little bit of a hangover, I think many of us have, then you might appreciate the fact that that is what I would like to call bad detox, because actually there are 3 phases of detoxification, and if you are not taking enough nutrients to address the 3 phases of detoxification, then something like that might happen and you're not going to be totally eliminating the toxins. So number 1, definitely a whole cornucopia of vegetables, dark leafy greens. Cruciferous vegetables have been shown to have a particular purpose in helping detox, by the way, the environmental estrogens. So that could be really important. In fact, there is a supplement that I personally do recommend called DIM that has one of the active extracts of it that can also help with the the environmental estrogens. Because remember, there are 3 kinds of estrogen, okay? And then I would say lemon is another thing that we can be actually adding to our water all day that can help us detox, as well as green tea. So the idea is, although I do cleanses with people, I would say, listen, we don't want to wait for once a year to be, or twice a year, whatever it is, to be really cleansing ourselves or detoxing. You really want to be thinking about this every single day. You also want to make sure you're getting some protein. You don't want to be doing any of these extensive juice fasts, because protein actually is required for the detoxification process. So and again, high quality protein is so important. If you're going to eat animal foods, you want grass-fed meat, organic grass-fed meat, wild caught fish, and right now it is sockeye salmon. Let me remind you of that. I'm very excited. But anyways, point is you really want to think about where you're getting it from. And also, there are other ways we can also help with detoxification, such as my personal favorite of the last few years is using a infrared sauna, because actually the sweat when you're not exercising enables it to release some more of these toxins. And exercise absolutely also helps with getting rid of toxins and mobilizing things. And then a fun one, yes, getting a massage, also a fun idea that could be helpful. So the bottom line is, we live on this planet together, and we cannot avoid being exposed to these toxins, but we really can take measurements to decrease our intake and the way that it is going to affect us. And when it comes to the menopause belly fat, also understand that it is a lot more complicated than simply, eating less and exercising more, which actually sometimes could be counterproductive. There is a lot more as far as these toxins go, but I just wanted to touch on what I felt to be the top suggestions for today. Now, if you have found this helpful, please like, share, and I would love to hear your comments, how you might use this in your life and any suggestions that you took away. And if you would like to know what a personal plan would look like for you, I would love to chat with you. And there is a link in the description below to book your no-cost call. Thank you.